Hello guys, welcome to another video, and today we're going to be looking at something very interesting. Today we're going to be looking at the different career paths and what it takes to follow on those paths. So I guess it may have happened that you may have wanted to know what it takes to become a software developer, what it takes to be an astronomer, what it takes to be a doctor, and maybe you don't really know how to go about it. So today we're going to be looking at what it really takes to be called that, or what it really takes to become that, and we're going to see what you need to obtain in order to call yourself maybe a software developer, a software engineer, a programmer, or whatsoever field you might be interested in. So there's this wonderful tool I discovered, which is Indeed. And Indeed is, first of all, this website where you can go and find jobs, remote jobs, international jobs, and many other jobs you might be interested in. And it also has this section on it called career paths. So in this career paths now, it really gives detailed information about the different career paths people might be interested in and what it takes to do them, what it takes to be in those fields, and the different skills that are required in those different fields. So they have a lot of information about a variety of career paths. As you can see, learn about being a speech pathologist, learn about being a programmer analyst, learn about being a retail associate, and the list goes on and on and on, and there are really a lot of things there, and it goes through a couple of pages. So you might want to browse through and really see the career path you're interested in. I just opened a few that I want us to look at. The first being a nurse. You might be interested in knowing what it takes to become a nurse, and that really varies depending on the country you're in, but the skills, I think the skills are pretty standard everywhere in the world. So you can see what does a nurse do, you can see the different activities a nurse does. You can see the average salary, which really depends on where you are in the world. So it might be different in your country, but these are salaries in the US. So $28.9 per hour on average. So you see the nurse requirements, the education that a nurse must have, the training she must undergo, the certifications that she can have, and the skills that she must have: compassion, communication, attention to detail, and much more. And it gives also information about the nurse work environment. So this article really goes to give you like all the information you need, not really all the information, but a lot of the information you need to become, for example, a nurse. So all the students who might be leaving high school or who might be leaving that secondary level of school and trying to get into the higher education, I really advise they go through this article or this blog to be able to see the different career paths they might be interested in following and what it really takes to be able to make it in those fields. So another career path might be being a data analyst. So recently data analysts have been really popping all over the world, so you might want to know what it takes to become a data analyst. So what does a data analyst do? You might ask yourself the question, and you can really see it here. The typical salary, $75,000 per year. Data analyst requirements: the education you must have, the trainings and the certifications. As you can see, there are multiple platforms where you can go and learn. The skills you must have to become a data analyst, the data analyst work environment, and much more information you can go through. How to become a data analyst: earn a college degree, attend a master's program, continue education, apply for an entry-level position in your industry, demonstrate analytical skills, apply for a data analyst position. So it really gives us those information we need. So there are also some other interesting fields as well. Astronomer. Personally, I never knew what it takes to become an astronomer, or definitely there are schools you can go to, so I didn't really have all those information. So but here you can really see the education you need to get and maybe the path you need to follow in order to become an astronomer, if that's what you want to be in the future. So you can already get your head start here on what it takes, the average salary, and much more. You can see the training, the certifications, the skills you need to have, the astronomer work environment, and how to become an astronomer. As you can see here, you earn a bachelor's degree, obtain a master's degree, complete a PhD, apply for a postdoctoral position, update your resume and CV, and so it's a whole journey to become an astronomer. So the last one I want us to see is becoming a software developer. I know there are many software developers out there, or many people aspiring to become software developers. So what does a software developer do? You can see it here. What is the average salary of a software developer requirements, the education, training, certifications, skills, software developer work environment, and many more informations you might want to look at. Personally, I think the software developer field can also be learned on its own, so it's not necessarily having to go to a school to become a software developer. And so there are some of those career paths which can be also done online, so you might want to consider that. But there are definitely some other ones which can't be done online. But I really like this resource because it really gives you details about what it entails to be in those positions, what you need to go through or what you need to study in order to get those positions. So it really gives you a lot of information. I really recommend you really go through whatever career path you're interested in and really find your pleasure. Hopefully you find this useful, and hopefully you go through them and find whatever career path you're interested in. So hope you enjoyed the video. Catch you on the next one.